Right, another day. We're on Austin 7 4-cylinder engines. Right, so when we cleaned all this up, we took it out of the frame, we found Austin on here. So it's obviously a Austin bottom end, Austin 7, but it's got this air-cooled barrels and heads on it, and it's overhead valve exhaust side inlet. That means that these are the side valves here, and then you've got the overhead valve here. So we took a cylinder head off it, and so you can have a look in here. So that's the exhaust valve, and that's the plug here. The bores are quite good. If you can have a look down in there. What's a bit perturbing, it doesn't seem to that valve is almost brand new, which to Miller is a bit frightening that it never really ran. But anyway, also it's quite interesting how good a quality all this is. All the fittings, it's a serious machining job, not just a private lad doing it. So we did get a result on this engine here, which is again overhead valve, side inlet. Gentleman Steve, was it Steve Parker? Yeah. Steve enlightened our darkness. It's actually a 1925 FN 750 FN, and unit construction, as you can see, gearbox bolted to the back. So again, remarkably good condition. Look at all the fins in perfect condition. So that would be a great engine for someone. We don't have a project for it, but if anybody's scratching on an FF engine, give us a shout. This is the frame here that we pulled this out of. The Austin engine came out of this, so we've been having, that's the gearbox that was bolted separate on the back, and we have it. There's a lot of Douglas back end about this here, and these are Douglas wheels that came with it. So that's the Douglas wheels, hubs. So they're about 1936, 37 Douglas. So we'll probably pop into the museum now and show you a couple of other 4-cylinder bikes with Austin engines in them. Bob Collier, great friend. When I worked at Ariel's, he worked at Norton's, and we rode trials together. He was more or less into sidecars, and I really admired him. Fantastic innovator. These are two of his projects here. Austin 7 engines again. This one here, as you see, has been converted to air-cooled rather than water-cooled. It's in a BSA M50 rolling chassis. Fits in lovely, runs a treat. And this one here is even more exciting. Can't really get my head around the date. 1941, in the middle of the Second World War. Bob makes this. Apparently he was a emergency rider for emergencies, and he wanted something with a bit more power in it, so he made this up. Austin 7 engine again, rubber suspension front and rear, just so advanced it's not true, and luckily he left him to us in his will, and we're very proud to have it. These are some of the other projects. He made a kneeler, he made a sidecar outfit with the engine lying low. I think this is it here. Just fantastic bloke, and everything he touched he finished and got running, not like a lot of inventors who give up halfway through. So Bob was a great character. This is what we're really working on here. This is an early Austin 7 engine, 1932. It's the 3 bearing, which meant it wasn't all that great of an engine. So what you did, you got this here, so you threw all that away there, forgot about that there. You forgot about all this rubbish here, so he ended up with a nice little compact motor like that. Side valve, as you can see, and it's sort of, there you go, nicely turning over, you know. So that's your pistons going up and down. And so then you dispense with that, so you can see the flywheel sticking out the side here. You just leave that flywheel, then you get the drive to the gearbox from there, and the ignition is quite interesting. If you have a look at some of the ignition sides here, where on here we've got the drive off the side and the magneto at the back, so that cuts the weight of the job down, the width of the project down. So it's got quite a narrow engine for a four cylinder. Across the frame, air cooled, but this is alloy head on that one, so he's obviously made another head, whereas this one's just the iron head with fins welded to it. So they run exceptionally well, especially this one here, smooth as silk. And really it's a tragedy that Britain didn't carry on making four-cylinder motorcycles just straight after the war.